Hi, I'm Dennis from Farallon Games, and I'm here to teach you how to play the 3 to 4 player game I designed, Trickster Gods. Trickster Gods is a must-follow trick-taking card game where you are a hero from myths and legends who is trying to win the favor of the Trickster Gods and use their powers to tip the cosmic balance in your favor. In a more mechanical sense, you'll be trying to win categories of cards and tricks and manipulate the shared endgame scoring by playing out cards to the cosmic equation. You'll play a number of rounds equal to the number of players, and the player with the highest number of points at the end is the winner. Let's go over the game components, and then we'll talk about how to set up for the first round of the game. First, there are 49 playing cards numbered 1 through 12 in 4 suits: cups, stars, swords, and wands. There's also one special card, the Cosmic Joke. Some of these cards will have Trickster Gods on them. You'll know them by their portraits, a G underneath their suit symbol, and the black notches on each side of the card. There are 12 God cards, 3 in each suit. There are also 16 animal cards, 4 in each suit. You'll know them by their portraits, silhouettes under the suit symbol, and their colored notches: dark blue for fish, brown for owls, pink for pigs, and teal for snakes. Next, there are 7 cards that make up the base of the cosmic equation. There are 2 parentheses cards, 2 cards labeled God, 1 card labeled Animal, and 2 cards with mathematical symbols on the front and back. Both have a plus sign on one side, but either a minus or multiplication symbol on the reverse side. Then there are the 6 parameter cards, one that shows each of the 4 suits, one that says no trump, and a final card with high rank wins on one side and low rank wins on the other. Next up are the 4 sets of 3 power cards: the wee folk, the fox, and the rabbit. And finally, the lead player card featuring Medusa's severed head. To set up, you'll place out the cards of the cosmic equation in this order so that everyone at the table can see and reach them. Note, the position of the cards with the math symbols is important. You'll place them both plus side up to start, but the one with the minus sign on the back goes on the left between the God labeled cards, and the one with the multiplication symbol on the back goes just to the left of the animal card on the right side of the equation. Next, you'll hand out a set of power cards to each player. Make sure they receive one of each type. They will place them colorful side up in front of them. Then, you'll shuffle the playing cards and draw a random one from the deck. Place the parameter card with the matching trump symbol on top of the stack of trump suit parameter cards, and based on the rank of the card, you'll flip the high rank or low rank wins parameter card to its proper side. High rank wins for a card ranked 7 and higher, and low rank wins for a card ranked 6 or lower. If you happen to draw the Cosmic Joke, put high rank wins facing up and the no trump suit on the top. Now, you'll deal out 12 cards to each player. You can set aside any remaining cards. They won't be used this round. The person who will lead the first trick in the first round is the player who was most recently tricked in real life. Give this person the lead player card. The initial lead player will pass to the next player clockwise for each subsequent round. Now you're ready to play. Trickster Gods is a must-follow trick-taking game, which means each player will play out a card to the table one after the other. This is called a trick. The lead player will play a card from their hand, and the next player clockwise must follow with a card from their hand that matches the suit of the card played by the lead player. If they do not have any cards of the led suit, they may play any card from their hand. Each other player will follow in clockwise order until they have all played a card to the trick. Now, one thing the lead player must know before playing a card is that they are not allowed to play a card of the current trump suit. The current trump suit is whichever suit parameter card is at the top of the stack. Cards in the trump suit are a little more powerful than cards in other suits and will win tricks over cards in the led suit. If the lead player only holds cards of the current trump suit, they must announce that to the other players, and then they are allowed to play one of their trump suit cards. Okay, let's talk about how to resolve a trick. After everyone has played a card to the trick, whoever has played the most powerful card will win all the cards played. The most powerful card will be either the highest or lowest ranked card played, and you'll know the highest card wins if the high card wins side of the parameter card is facing up, and the lowest card will win if the low card wins side is showing. If a card from the trump suit is played to the trick, the highest or lowest played trump card will win over cards of any other suit or value. The player who wins the trick will gain possession of the lead player card and will lead the next trick of the round. Here are a few examples. In this case, the 5 of cups was led by the lead player, and the players in turn followed up with 12, 8, and 9 of cups. No one played a card of the trump suit, and high card wins is showing, so the player who played the 12 of cups wins the trick. If low card wins was showing, then the player who played the 5 of cups would win instead. In this example, one of the players has no cups in hand, so instead they play the 7 of stars to the trick. In this case, they will win because they played the lowest ranked card of the trump suit. But if another player had played the 3 of stars, then that player would win the trick. One final thing to know, there is one very special card in the deck, the Cosmic Joke. When a player plays the Cosmic Joke, that player will win the trick regardless of what other cards were played. That player takes all the cards from the trick, but as a special bonus, they get to decide who leads the next trick. Now that's all fairly standard trick taking, but once a person has won a trick, that's where things start to get interesting, especially when a player takes the trick and becomes the lead player. The player who won the trick looks at all the cards they just won and can choose one to play out to the cosmic equation. The only cards that can be placed there are god cards or animal cards. God cards can be placed on top of either of the 2 god card spaces or on top of another god card that's already occupying the spot. Animal cards are similar, but they only have one spot for them to be placed, at the right side of the equation. A player can also choose to skip playing a card to the cosmic equation if they don't want to. If the lead player won the trick, you simply move on to the next trick. But if the player who won the trick was not the lead player, the former lead player will pass the lead player card to the player who just won the trick. The player who is losing the lead player card can now choose to activate one of their 3 power cards. They do this by flipping over the card to its reverse side. Players can only use each of their power cards once in the round. Each of them has a powerful but unique ability. The Wii Folk allows the player to change the trump suit to whichever one they choose. Just put the chosen suit parameter card on top of the stack. They can also choose to have no trump suit. The Fox allows the player to invert whether high-ranked cards or low-ranked cards win tricks. They will flip that parameter card to its opposite side. Finally, the Rabbit allows the player to flip over one of the mathematical symbol cards in the cosmic equation to its opposite side, changing this card to a minus symbol or this card to a multiplication symbol. They can always be flipped back to their starting side by another player using their own Rabbit. Just like playing God and animal cards to the equation, activating a power card is optional. Always remember that the end of a trick flows as follows. The trick winner can play a god or animal card to the cosmic equation. The lead player card is passed, if required, and then the player losing the lead player card can activate one of their power cards. The round will continue until players have played all 12 cards from their hand. At the end of the round, players will look at the cards they have won from tricks and consult the cosmic equation to see which of their cards will score them points. It depends on whichever god cards and animal card are showing. Each god card makes it so that cards that fit certain criteria will score. It may be the highest ranked card they've collected, or the number of wand cards they have, for instance. The notch on the sides of the cards will give you a short descriptor of what cards the god is concerned with, but you can get a more comprehensive description from the rulebook. If a card you've collected would fit in more than one category, it counts as many times as it is eligible. The animal cards are similar. You just count up the number of each animal you've collected that's showing in the cosmic equation. But you'll also add the number of your unused power cards to your animal total. If there are any spaces in the cosmic equation that don't have a god or animal card, they count as 0 for all players. Once you've figured out how many of each of your collected cards meet the criteria, you simply put the numbers into the cosmic equation and solve it like you're in an elementary school math class. Remember, parts of the equation with parentheses are calculated first. This is the scoring example from the rulebook. The lowest card Taylor has collected is the 5 of stars. He has collected no swords cards and has collected no fish cards, but he has 2 unused power cards that will count as fish. The lowest card, 5, plus 0 swords times 2 fish equals 10 points. Carol has collected the 2 of stars as her lowest card. She has collected 4 swords cards, and she has collected 2 fish, which she'll add to her 2 unused power cards. 2 plus 4 is 6, times 4 equals 24 points. Finally, Taki has 4 as the lowest card, no swords, a single fish, and 1 unused power card for a total of 2 eligible animals. 4 plus 0 is 4 times 2 equals 8. There is one kind of special scoring, spurning the gods. If a player manages to make it through the entire round without winning any cards, they have spurned the gods and score in a slightly different way. They simply look at the rank of each of the cards in the cosmic equation and add them together. That is their score for the round. In this example, that player would get 1 plus 7 plus 3, which is 11 points. For the start of the next round, take all of the god and animal cards off of the cosmic equation, but leave the math symbol cards on the sides where the round finished. All players flip any power cards they used back to the colorful side and pass the lead player card to the person to the left of the person who initially led the first game. Then just shuffle all the cards, deal out 12 to each player, and play another round. Once you've played a number of rounds equal to the number of players, you'll add up each player's score from each round. The player with the highest total score is the winner. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy playing Trickster Gods. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. You can find out more about Farallon games on our website, farallongames.com. See you later!